A magnetic coil produces 100,000 Maxwells with 2,000 turns with a current of 2 amperes. The current is cut off and the flux collapses in 0.1 second. So what is the average voltage that will appear across the coil? So sabi sa problem, nung ang current daw ay inalis, nagkaroon na ng change in flux, nag-collapse. From a given value of flux, naging 0 na. So there is a D-flux or yung change natin in flux. Sulat muna natin yung given. So ang given natin dito una, yung flux in CGS unit, 100,000 Maxwells. Then the number of turns, 2,000. And then current, 2 amperes. There is a given time after the current is cut off, yung 0.1 nga daw, bago mawala yung mga flux. So the question is, ano ang average voltage na mag-a-appear sa coil? So di ba medyo madami tayong formula in solving the voltage in a coil? Una yung elite. DI over dt. Pero dahil nga after nating alisin yung current, ang nagbago ay yung nag-collapse yung flux. So maghanap tayo ng formula na merong change in flux. Diba? And that is L noy naman, or not, sorry, E not. N, change in flux over change in time. So ito yung sundan natin. We are going to solve for the voltage. Meron tayong given N. Expand lang muna natin what is the D flux. Diba? Kapag D flux, that is change in flux. And the change is the final minus the initial. So yung final flux natin minus the initial flux. Also, ganun din yung time. The final time minus the initial time. So the number of turns, 2,000. Yung final flux natin, 0. Diba? Kasi magko-collapse. The initial number of flux is 1,000. 100,000. Yung final time natin yung 0.1. And then, syempre, the initial time at the instance is 0. So, diba ito ay may unit na Maxwell per second. And parang, at dahil ang SI unit natin, so, dahil ang voltage ay isang SI unit, yung volts, so yung Maxwell gawin natin SI, yung Weber, di ba? In 1 Weber, there are 10 raised to 8 Maxwells. So ito na yung magiging answer natin in volts. So naka-SI na iyan. So 200 or 2,000 times the fraction na negative 100,000 over 0.1 tapos divided by 10 raised to 8. So the answer is negative 20 volts. So from our choices, syempre yung letter D. Next, number 21. A magnetic circuit consists of silicon steel of permeability na 3,000 and an air gap. The length of the steel core is 10 centimeters and the air gap is 2 centimeters. Both have the same cross-section of 1.5 square centimeters. And then a current of 1/2 ampere flows through the windings to produce 2,351 Maxwell flux. So how many turns are there in the coil? Isa natin yung given. Meron relative permeability na 3,000. And take note, that is for the steel. So bakit natin iti-take note na yung 3,000 is for the steel? Kasi meron pa tayong isang relative permeability which is 1 for the air gap. Next, meron ulit length ang steel. Gawin na lang nating subscript. So merong haba ang steel, 10 centimeters. And then meron din haba ang air gap, which is 2 centimeters. Both material has area na 1.5 square centimeters. So parehas yung area nila. And then the current is 0.5 amperes. Tapos yung flux naman is 2,351 Maxwells. So from the given, paano natin isosolve yung number of turns? So, paano natin ma-relate yung number of turns from the relative permeability, the length, the I, and the O, tapos yung area. So gamit tayo dito ng CGS system. So kasi centimeters tsaka Maxwell. And kapag CGS ang ating system, yung mu O is equal to 1. Yung relative, yung absolute permeability natin. So gamitin daw natin yung relationship ng Ohm's law na kung saan yung MMF, di ba, yung magnetomotive force is equal to 0.4 pi Ni, and also equal din naman yan sa product ni R at saka ni flux. So meron na tayong flux, meron tayong I, we are looking for N, and paano yung R? Ito. So yung R kasi natin, or yung reluctance natin, di ba meron yan formula na L over mu O mu R times the area. So mapapalabas na natin lahat ng given. So solving for the N now. Okay? Solving for the N now. Sige, panatilihin muna natin yung R dito. That is the flux over 0.4 pi ng Ni. So using this one, baliktarin natin. Dahil meron nga tayong dalawang materials na involved dito, kailangan yung reluctance natin must be the total ng reluctance. Sige. Solve na natin yung N. Meron tayong 2,351 Maxwells para sa flux. And then unahin muna natin yung denominator. 0.4 times pi. And then yung N natin, ayun nga yung hinahanap. So wala na dapat dito yung N na yan. I-multiply na natin yung current na 0.5. And then dito tayo sa R. Dito tayo sa reluctance. Since yung reluctance natin is L over mu O mu R times yung A, pagsamahin natin yung ganon. Di ba? Yung L mu O mu R A ni steel plus yung L over mu O mu R ni air. So, unahin natin yung para sa steel. So, ano yung L ni steel? 10. Sabi nga natin, the mu O now will become 1 kasi nasa CGS unit tayo. The relative permeability of steel is 3,000. And then, the area is 1.5. So, nasa CGS tayo, kaya centimeters. Pagdating sa air, yung length na niya is 2. And then, yung mu O, 1 pa din. The relative permittivity of air, 1 din. And the area is 1.5. So, ito na yung number of turns natin. So, 2351 over 0.4 pi times 0.5. So, quantity 10 over 3,000 times 1.5 plus 2 over 1.5. So, 4,997.29. 97.29 turns. So, approximately 5,000 turns. So, sa ating choices, ito troubleshoot natin si letter B. Kasi di ba ang ating choices, they are all in thousands. Next, number 22. So from our formula, di ba, electrostatic force that is K Q1 Q2 over R square. So therefore, yung F natin is proportional to 1 over R square. Ayan yung question number 22. Saan daw proportional yung F? So letter C. Number 23. Two coils in a network are positioned such that there are 85% coupling between them. And if the inductance of one coil is 15 millihenry and the inductance of the other is 16, what is the mutual inductance? Direct substitution lang to, di ba? From our given, the coupling factor, 0.85. The first inductance, 15 millihenries. The second inductance, 16 millihenries. So, solve lang natin yung mutual inductance. Diba, the formula for the mutual inductance is K L1, L2 na nasa loob ng square root. But the K is 0.85 square root of the first L, 15, and then the second L is 16. So, understood, inomit natin yung millihenry sa solution, ibabalik natin siya sa answer. 0.85 square root of 15 times 16. 13.1681. 13.1681. So, wala ulit itong choices. Kung ang sagot mo is 13, pwede na. 13.17, pwede na. 13.2, 13.168. Next, number 24. A DC current of 50 amperes flows through a long straight conductor. Determine the force on a magnetic pole of 50 unit pole strength placed 50 centimeters from the conductor. So drawing natin, let's say that this is the long conductor. Ayan. So ito yung long conductor, and then 5 centimeters from the conductor, there is a unit pole. Ang strength niya is 50 unit poles. 50 unit pole. So let's say that this is M2 na 50 unit pole. Ngayon, since ang conductor natin ay magkakaroon ng current, so magkakaroon din siya ng magnetic strength. So magkakaroon siya ng M1 dito. And tinatanong ng problem, what will be the force na mag-a-act dito sa ating M2. So, using CGS unit, and yung formula natin for the force, di ba, sa electrostatic force, that is KQ1, Q2 over R square. At ito naman sa magnetics, ito naman is K M1, M2 over R square, or yung distance between them ulit. So, wala tayong problema sa M2, 50. Wala tayong problema sa R5, sa CGS. Ang problema natin dito is yung M1. So, take note of this formula for long straight conductor. Di ba yung M1 kasi natin ay nasa long straight conductor. So, ang magnetic strength niya, H, is the current over 2 pi R. And also, yung H din naman na yan is equal to the magnetic strength over 4 pi R square. The magnetic pole natin. So from this one, we can solve for H. Diba? Ang current kasi na nagfo-flow is 50 amperes. And then 2 pi, and then the distance is 5. So meron tayong masasolve na H dito. And this is 50 over 10, 5 over pi. Talagyan natin ng harap. So dahil ang H nga na nasolve natin is 5 over pi, and sa ating long straight conductor, nasa kanya yung M2, So we can solve for M2 dito. So 5 raised to 2. Or sorry, M1. So diba na kay conductor yung M1. So yung M1 natin, magka-cancel yung pi, tapos yung 5 times 5 times 5, naka-times sa 4. 500. So 500 unit volt. So we can now solve, di ba? So sa CGS unit kasi, the K is 1. Di ba parang sa electrostatics natin, kapag CGS, the K is 1. So therefore, solving for the force, that is 1, yung mismong K. Yung M1 na na-solve natin is 500. The M2 is 50. And then the distance between them na 5 raised to 2. So this will be in the CGS unit of force, which is dynes. So 500 times 50 over 25. 1,000 dynes. Letter C. Next, number 25. 50 millihenry inductance carries a current of 10 amperes which reverses in 5 milliseconds. What is the average voltage induced in the inductor because of this current reversal? So, kunin muna natin yung given. Una, inductance na 50 millihenries. And then, the current of 10 amperes. So, there is a magnitude of current dito. And then, ano yung 5 milliseconds na binigay dito? So, there is a time given, 5 milliseconds. And the question is the voltage. So, dahil nagkaroon ng current reversal na event dito sa ating problem sa loob ng 5 milliseconds, ano yung itsura nun? Diba? Since nag-reverse ang current, so meron siyang positive value and then there is a negative value. Tapos, syempre babalik sa positive and then negative. So, kunin natin yung isang reversal, yung isang buong reversal. So, from positive to negative, ang time daw na mako-consume dyan is 5 times 10 raised to negative 3 seconds. So, from positive 10, papunta sa negative 10. So, ganun din dito. Diba? From negative 10, papunta sa positive 10. So, there are 5 times 10 raised to negative 3 seconds. So, ano tong relationship na makukuha natin dito between E, L, I, T? Diba? From E, L, I, T, that is elite. Diba? E is equal to L times DI over DT. So, ganun lang ulit, tulad ng ginamit natin sa ENAT, that will be L. Yung DI natin, that is the change in current. So, the change in current is the final minus the initial. Tapos yung time naman, ganun din. Final minus the initial. So, consider na lang muna natin siguro ito. Ang ating L is 50 milli. And then for our current, kung susundan natin yung figure, the final is negative 10. The initial is positive 10. Kaya minus positive 10. And then the final time is 5 times 10 raised to negative 3. And the instant is yung 0. So, masasolve na natin dito yung voltage na hinahanap natin. So, 50 times 10 raised to negative 3. And then negative 10 minus 10. Tapos 5 times 10 raised to negative 3. So, the answer is negative 200 volts. So, piliin natin yung positive dito. Kasi ang kinuha natin dito, ang kinonsider natin is from positive to negative. Siyempre, kung ang kukunin ninyo naman is from negative to positive, dyan na lalabas yung positive 200 volts. Kasi magiging positive na yung final, and then yung initial naman natin is negative. Number 26. So 3 10 microfarad capacitors are connected in series, what is the total capacitance? Balikan ulit natin. Series connected capacitors. So kapag series ulit, the total is the first raised to negative 1, second raised to negative 1, and so on until there are all, di ba, connected in series, kung ilan man yon. So dito tatlo. Ang una, 10. Pangalawa, 10 din. Lastly, 10 din. Kasi tatlo daw silang 10 microfarad na nakakonekta in series. So your answer must be in microfarad. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 inverse raised to negative 1. So kapag ang question natin walang choices and feeling nyo naman tama yung answer ninyo based on our key answer, so check nyo pa din. So 3.33. Kasi I think naman na kung merong choices yung problem natin, yung answer ninyo, i-adjust ninyo, di ba? Para makakaparehas niya yung unit ng choices. Coil of 4,050 turns. The terminals of each coil are brought out separately. What is the inductance of the first coil alone? So kunin natin yung given. The length of the wooden ring is 100 centimeters. Yung cross-sectional area niya, 10 square centimeters. And then this coil, or yung unang coil is merong 20-25 turns. So meron kasing first coil. And then another coil daw, yung binanggit, which is 4,050. So this is for the second coil. So ang tinatanong lang naman, what is the inductance of the first? Okay? So kapag meron tayong L, meron tayong area and number of turns, diba, ang basic na formula natin in solving for the inductance L is yung momran. Diba, yung mnemonic device natin doon na momran. The L is equal to momran. Ito yung unang M, diba, mu. Tapos ito yung pinaka-mom natin. Tapos ran raised to 2 over L. Diba? In SI unit dapat ito. So, ayan yung mnemonic device natin. So, kunin lang natin yung L ng first. Okay? Ng first. Yung ano natin, mu, the absolute permeability, that is the constant number 33. And then, 1 yung mu r natin dito. So, though wood siya, wood ang material natin dito, ang relative permeability ng wood is 1 din. So, katulad nung sa air. So, wood is equal to 1. Mabuti na lang 1 ang sa wood. And then, multiply natin yung area. Since the area is in centimeters square, kailangan siya ay maging square meter. Multiply tayo dito. In 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters. So, kasi naka-square yung kino-convert natin. And then, the number of turns sa first coil, yung first coil dapat is 20-25. So, raised to 2 divided by yung pinaka-L natin dito, 100 centimeters. So, that must be converted into meter. In 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters. Or simply, ang denominator natin will become 1. So, huwag na natin ilagay sa calculator. So, that is constant number 33. Multiply na natin yung 10 over 100 raised to 2. And then, 20-25 raised to 2. This is 5.15 times 10 raised to negative 3 or 5.15 millihenries. I-troubleshoot natin ulit ang mga choices. That is letter A. So, gawin natin silang mga millihenries. Next, number 28. Two identical coupled coils have an equivalent inductance of 40 millihenry when connected in series aiding and 17.5 millihenries in series opposing. So what is the value of the mutual inductance? Given tayo. So ang given, identical coils ulit. So kapag identical ang coils, yung L1 equals sa L2. And kapag ang dalawang coil natin connected in series aiding, ang total value is 40 millihenry. And kapag series opposing naman, 17.5 millihenry. So pwede nyo gamitin yung solution nung merong 2M, yung plus 2M tsaka minus 2M, pero meron pa rin mas madali, di ba? Solving for the mutual inductance using the LTA and LTO, that is simply LTA minus LTO over 4. So direct substitution. Yung LTA 40 millihenry, LTO 17.5 millihenry. I-divide lang natin yung answer nila by 4. So 40 minus 17.5 over 4. So 5.625 millihenries. Letter B. Next, number 29. If the charge accumulated on two parallel conductors charged to 4 volts is 1,000 picocoulomb, what is the capacitance of the parallel conductors? Sulat nyo lang yung given. List down natin. The voltage 4 volts. Tapos, chinarge daw. And ang naging charge is 1,000 pico. 1,000 times 10 raised to negative 12 coulomb. And the question now is the capacitance. So solving for the Q, di ba yung formula natin, yung mnemonic device natin is yung civil engineering, di ba? Q is equal to CE. And solving for the C now, that is Q over E. Direct substitution ulit. Yung Q natin, 1,000 times 10 raised to negative 12 coulombs. And then the voltage is 4 volts. So this is 250, di ba? 1,000 over 4 times 10 raised to negative 12 farad or 250 picofarad. Letter B. Next, number 30. When electron moves because of the pressure applied to it, the resulting process is the flow of current. Letter D.